So that means if other tribes are coming to me, they want to come and destroy that greatness in here now, right? But I didn't know that those who conditioned me that way, they were all politicians in their rights back then. I was a kid, believing that I am preserving the heritage of my tribe, my ethnic, right? I didn't know, you won't know you are being programmed that way, so that in the future, you have something to hate other people for. They say, you are a Yoruba, you are Igbo. See, that's what the Yorubas always do. They will try and they will want to make your tribe and your culture less. And you that was raised that your culture, your this and that is the best in the world, you become agitated. You don't want to hear anything anymore. Now, we now see those who taught us to hate ourselves based on tribe, ethnic, religion. We now see them. They are clicking glasses. They were sharing money. They were marrying their children to themselves. They are not considering tribe, ethnic, religion. But you and I are so programmed that that's all that matters. So that's why we are saying that when people come around with such rhetorics like, let me advise our Igbo brother, who are you? Who are you? Why are you advising them? Why do they need your advice? Or somebody comes here and say, let me advise my Yoruba brothers. My Yoruba brothers, who the hell are you? It is your bigotry speaking through you, making yourself feel like you have no problem. You are the ones I'm just, you know what I mean? And it has to stop. We must continue to remind everybody that it must stop.
It must stop, or else, because the Western world, because when we carry that kind of mindset to this kind of country in the Western world, we become primitive.
Yes.
It's a primitive way of looking,
primitive mindset.
Looking at things. Yes. And it's not good at all for anybody. And then, before I go, that senator, the way they normally talk about rubbish, about time to start, time to end, our prayers, don't worry, we will do this, we will do that. They haven't even concluded anything successfully at the front of the camera. How would they ever be able to solve anything in the back doors in their office? These people are jokes. They are jokes. They are clowns. They don't. There's nothing. Nigeria doesn't have government. I will tell you now, because they did not. That is not a people's mandate. No. These are just caucus mandates between themselves. That's why nobody can arrest anybody. Nobody can hold anybody responsible. They are not. Nothing good will come out. I tell you. Till tomorrow. That one is talking till kingdom come. Nigerian, they will be picking presidency. They will be this and that. What kind of mindset is that? In fact, that man, and then first thing they will say, yes, I'm a learned person. I went to school. No, this is true. You are stupid. You are not learned. In fact, the more you think you're learned, you are just
primitive people are always there to shout. Yes. I am uneducated. I am this or that. But if you are educated, right, what comes out of your mouth will tell us.
Exactly.
Once you are educated and you started sounding so primitive, like illiterates. Now, that is not a pride. It's actually embarrassing. For some people who don't know, it's embarrassing. Baba.
Thank you very much for your time. And then, God will continue to strengthen you, all right? And all your heart desire, everything that you desire in your life, of course, God will grant it to you, right? Of course, we know how it works. God have already given us the ability to achieve all these things because we have good health. We can stand up in the morning, go out there and walk. Go out there and use the platform that the government have provided, the enabling environment. In this country, you can achieve it without any bribing anybody, without having to have any godfather, without having any what I'm talking about.
Follow up your skin as well. You have the chance. Yes, you have. We can have our limitations here and there, like anywhere else, but the opportunities are there as well.
Yes, a 1-year-old baby today, he has the same right as the prime minister in this country, right? So that's how it is. That's how it should be everywhere in the world. So this was in Nigeria and in other places in Nigeria. I mean, in Africa. I don't think, but I thank God that Kenya is laying a good example.
Because politicians say Africa is not the West, and you say, hang on.
Yes.
All these things are not like they were not done by angels or by some spirits. They're done by humans. Now you don't even have to think about these things anymore. You don't even have to create these things anymore. Just copy and paste. Copy, paste. Baba, gone are the days when people are, I mean, the rest of the world has created a lot of things that you could copy from them. Look at Dubai now.
Yeah. You see?
Most of what you have there, they were copied from all over the world, transformed to their own style, and they made a statement with them. Look at them today. But Nigeria, they tell you, that's not possible here. It's not easy. What they are saying is that with the corrupt people around, we are doomed. But should that be our destiny? Should it?
God. Look, well, you know, where one person will have 10 houses, 10 houses empty, lying there for doing nothing, 10 cars, the roads are not good. Look, okay, just continue. Let's listen to other people.
There's something about Gandola that came to the news yesterday. Now, Gandola, usually you see them when they always order their cars, 1 billion naira to buy cars, 2 billion, 20 billion, and all of that stuff, right? Now, they said when Gandola was leaving, they were selling Toyota Ayas. You see, that's passenger bus, 18-seater. Toyota Ayas, or those ones that like, they call them executive buses. You know all those buses now, Baba? The ones that always have AC and all of that. Gandola was selling them to his cronies in the government house of Kano before he left, just about a few weeks before he handed over. They were selling Toyota Ayas for 30,000 naira. They were selling cars, brand new cars, government cars. They were selling them 100,000, 50,000, 35,000 naira for brand new cars giveaway. So that the one that is coming in will now have to also budget. These are cars they bought in triple cost of their real cost, right?
You know, that is treason. You know what they do? Yeah, you know what they are doing is reasonable. Because why will you sell government property? Because another government is coming in. This is not your
that one will now order billions of naira to buy more cars.
God, the means how Tinubu became president that is there now is a treasonable offense. You read yourself in. You deny people to vote.
They are right.
You burn ballot boxes. I hope. Look, I hope that there's a platform where people will be uploading.
They beat INEC officials bloody when they didn't want to.
That is a treasonable offense. Yes.
What kind of country is that?
God, we have Nigeria.
Amen.
Okay.
Because they will need it. Take care. Yes. Nice one. So the line is still open. Okay, we'll take 1 or 2 calls, and you can add your voice too on the program. But the most important thing is that share it. Okay, because there are so many people who probably need to see this or hear this and all that, as we do all the time. Okay, give me a sec. Right, sorry I missed that. So thank you once again for joining me. And if you just joined us, how do I put that? If you joined us at midway, I kind of advise that you should probably watch this from the start again by the time we wrap it up, okay? Let's take this. Hello there.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir.
This is your brother calling again. I called the other time. I told you I'm calling your namesake. I hope you remember.
Well, as you are talking now, I think I do. Where are you now?
I'm Olushola. So I told you, yeah. So yeah, this is basically what we are talking about, and many of us are happy that this is happening in one way or the other. all of us cannot just sleep and put our heads in one place. We cannot just succumb to these lies of all these charlatans, all these criminal politicians. No. And well, at this point in time, thank God, even the so-called Sharia law that have been saying, they're saying that if they revolt is this and that, they are not. And I tell people, it is this shege that will unite all of us, whether we like it or not.
You know what they say? They say
hunger does not have a head.
This shege will bring out the beast in us. This shege will bring out the beast in us. If I say the beast is about to come out now, gradually, sir.
Yeah, I think it's better. Let this beast, let's unleash this beast. I was just speaking to my brother the other time, and he was telling me, Egbon, what is this? That if they buy something 3,000 today, in the next 2-3 days, it will be 5,000. It will be 10,000. But at this point in time, it be like say, who go die, who go survive. And this has been somebody that will say, no, the blood of Nigerians, they cannot use my blood to atone for the sins of these Nigerians. And I say, so you could say this. You say, Egbo, what you do you?
Now.
It be like say, who go die, who go live, new money. So people are now coming to this realization that there is basically no way out. If we don't go out, we don't revolt, we don't show them. But my own real concern is the unity of purpose. Yeah. Now, some people cannot just be talking of all this and reduce this and reduce this. We know this robe will not reduce anything.
Reduce anything. Exactly.
So the question is, there must be unity of purpose.
Stop asking them to reduce this or that. Tell them, okay? So even start with, Tinubu first need to start stacking himself and everyone around him.
Yeah, that is the way.
Or if you are there, reduce that. They are creating ministry. They are creating more jobs for the boys with no money to, And you are
it's as if we are not just ready.
They won't.
It's as if we are not just ready, because when I read some of all those stuff, I think it was even hilarious. They wanted to rise slaves, they rise south. That was a comic relief. And then I listened to you saying that no matter how they want to do their things, you always know that that form of educational backwardness.
That's why I said that it wasn't meant to mock or anything, right? I have seen some
I understand
all those amateurs who developed their own posters, and it was like FIFU. I was like, what do you mean FIFU is people? And you're supposed to say people. But it actually they published it and they shared it that way. The people.
Yeah, because I was thinking in the publication process, there should be people that will see it and reread and proofread, and then because this is for national or even global consumption.
I know.
Yeah, it's for global consumption. So, but any which way,
I know.
It should be noted. It should be noted. So any which way, we should be talking about more germane, more pertinent issue about referendum, about ending APC, about, there are very big and cogent reasons why we should go out. Even when people are going to die, there should be not all this, reduce that. All those ones.
No, they won't. You need the entire system to be gone, right? Now, you can even make a demand. For example, your demand can be like, something, right? We demand a new constitution.
Wonderful. We start from there.
National Assembly anymore. We don't want this anymore.
Yeah, those are basic things.
These are basic things you can.
Yeah, those are basic things.
Like, okay, let's have a chat.
Yeah.
It's not about hunger.
So if we are not, it's just quite unfortunate. There was this program you did one day. I think you were referring to one of the. Hello?
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
You were referring to, I know, Dr. Charles Aputi, his comments about this and that. Well, he is a senior colleague, but one of the issues with those senior colleagues is that they've made so much out of Nigeria. They've had their establishment, their businesses, and one way or the other, they are still unity beggars. They know the implications, they know the rot in the system, but in one way or the other, they are like, when this implodes, where out they have a lot to lose. And even some of my contemporaries, some of my even my friends that are benefiting from this corrupt government. So when we speak up to an extent, so when they start to put the God factor, we start to fight. It's God that will do this. It's God. I said, it is not God. It is us. God has given us the power to change whatever is going to happen. When you put the God factor, you don't want this thing to change. So even some of my own contemporaries around 49, 50, they have that same mentality. Even those in diaspora, because they've had businesses, they've had all this stuff. So they will now. So when you now talk about this thing, we must crash this to make it. Hey, there will be fights. There will now be fight. They know
because
the rot in Nigeria.
They were the generation raised to believe that asking question is an insult. I have never.
You're right.
I have never, for the life of me, sir, seen it that way until later in my life. That what we call respect is actually where people eat away, sir. They are most of their shortcomings. Now they now project their shortcomings on us in order for them to feel safe. And we shouldn't ask questions. You know that they say even if you see them doing something wrong, we were raised to keep quiet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, so
you're right.
When they see people like us talking about we need to stand up, we're seen as violent. Like, who raised these people?
Yeah.
Who raised you, these children? Don't you have home training? Don't you have, all of you lack home training? When your elders are talking, you need to calm down and listen. And we said, listen, you are mixing them up. When you are elders, in your rights, when you're talking, we listen. But when you are a politician, a public person who takes decisions for millions of people, you don't demand respect. You have to earn it. You don't demand trust. You have to earn it. And you must be responsible too. Now, you can't mix both.
Yeah.
This is how they raised the generations before us, sir. They mixed up the home training, leadership, this and that, with the public leadership. And the politician took advantage. And we are now saying it to them. That era is gone. Please stop reintroducing it. Can you please let us actually face these guys who are also raised, sir? Most of these guys were raised never to answer any question, to be responsible, sir.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All those you see in public offices, they were raised. Once you get to that certain stage of your life, you know it. You were not supposed to be asked questions you don't want to answer. And we can't run a country like that. We can't run our lives like that.
We cannot.
That's why we beg on these elderly people to please think about this. You were raised to be quiet. See what Nigeria has become. You want us to be quiet too. And our children, really? And that's why we need to keep saying this, sir. Honestly, we have to.
You see, another issue is even that regard is quite different from respect. Regard, even my children, you have respect, like you rightly said, when you have good values, when you have accountability, when you command all this without being forced. Now, a situation where when you start to force people to respect you, it's disheartening. And like you said, that is what that means you are hiding a lot. You have a lot of baggages
that you don't want us to
now,
see.
Even and you don't want us to see, and you're not hiding under this culture, under this stuff, and all this, and saying yes, you are not Omoluabi. You see, even they will say, but literally, there is nothing. We grew up hearing that. You grew up hearing that when you are in any position in the family, be it in the community, your position is actually to shortchange and to cheat those below you. So when people imbibe this kind of philosophy and ideology, this is what transcends to the facets of our lives. So that's why somebody will
exactly, sir.
That is it. That is what transcends. So somebody who amass all the wealth, put everybody, people will be living in squalor, in abject poverty, and we cannot question.
No.
If you question, they will bring the respect. No, you are not even respectful. You are not even respectful. If I'm hungry and I see people that putting me in this mess. I cannot even, you won't be able to talk. They will now throw the age factor. They will now throw the age things. So
then if all of
the
that
question is
we are on you, they will now say, is he the first person to steal? Look how many lives he has changed. Do you know how many people he has already he's given scholarship to? Do you know how many people he's paid their hospital bills? Do you know how many women that he gave money to? Hello, why do you need to steal public money to give some people scholarship when public fund can provide education for everybody? Why do you need to steal public money, right? To pay for some people's hospital's bill when an healthcare plan, well funded, could take care of everybody, right? Why do you need to give money to people to start businesses when a working system with a loan system, like a financial system that can provide loans, cheap loans to women to start business, men and everybody? Why do you need a politician that steals public money to do philanthropic job in place of something called government job? And that's what we mean by, if for everybody who has been keeping quiet, they were raised to keep quiet to show their omoluabi. If keeping quiet actually works, why is Nigeria in this mess?
That's you're right. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, we should be.
Why is Nigeria in the mess? If keeping quiet like you were raised omoluabi or you were raised from good homes, who raised these thieves? Who are the parents of these criminals? Right. If you come from a good home and you are told to keep quiet, can we say the same of these thieves who are looting the treasury? Who are their parents? Who raised them? Shouldn't we ask?
Yeah.
Sir?
Yeah, we should ask questions. Good. We should ask. You should ask.
Come to you must come with clean hands, they say.
Definitely. And I quite really appreciate your work. I was speaking with a colleague the other time, also a Nigerian here. He's from the south section of the country.
Right.
And when we were now speaking, I was just using one of your lingo, Bokwari. Hey, Doc, you listen to Mayego too?
See?
I said, yes, of course. I said, I've been listening to. So you will not really appreciate the enormity and the veracity of the enlightenment you are giving to people. It's actually going far and wide. There are Nigerians, especially Nigerians in the diaspora, many of them rely on you for the good news. That's why I call it the good news. They rely on you for the enlightenment because many of us may not have the chance to be sourcing for news. But once we just tune into that channel, we know that we're going to have and the enlightenment is actually working wonderfully well. Because when I spoke to my brother, the way he was saying it that no, many people have been saying it. All what people have been saying before, they've been lying to them all along. Many people are now opening their. And I'll say, who is the example? You see, there is this man, there is this one they call Mayegun or something. That he listened to him, and then the ideology started changing. That he had to call the wife and children that see this. That before that he was thinking, maybe this Mayegun is brash, this Mayegun is inflammatory, this Mayegun. But you don't thought of it that now these people these people are they are pillaging the economy, they are doing all form of worse things to us, and they still want respect.
Too, Baba.
And when we are seeing the consequences of the damages, they are now shouting us down. That we should, it's going to be fine. It's not, people are now saying this, that yes, the people that we need to fight back. Need to fight back. And the question is, they are the weapon that is fashioned against us. They are the ones that came to steal, to kill, and destroy.
Baba.
So, many people are now, and this my younger brother is a core Christian, moves from one mountain to the other, from one pastor to another one. So he just told me, Baba, our problem is much more than all this religiosity.
Bigger.
Our problem is, so it's now, people are now saying like, so we've been lied to, because your average pastor is going to tell you that it is God that elect leaders, and that is a pure lie.
Not anymore. No pastor
it is
say that.
No,
yes,
it is.
That's why we say. You know what we are saying now, sir? I would say that people who are finding it difficult, sir, to claim ignorance. I didn't know. Because the level of information that are now becoming available, even when you have those who are pushing propagandas and lies, it is now a choice to choose whether you want to feed yourself lies or facts.
Yes.
Or you can no longer claim ignorance anymore in the face of this.
No. People
if these guys don't even see what is going on around them, sir, it is to our own advantage. I said something. I said, they are living in a world where they believe that they've captured everybody. And there's no amount of anything anybody says, this one, they cannot do anything. I said, that's a good thing. When they look at Nigerians and be like, no, so then they do. It is a good thing.
They cannot do anything.
So that they will continue to use the same technique once they come out. Shoot them, they will run away. Okay? Now, once they have no other, because Baba, the security agency in Nigeria, and I'm saying this to everybody watching me too, they do not have any other technique. They have no other means of stopping you other than shoot you, kill you, and you run away.
Yes.
You see, the moment you resisted that and you don't run away after they shoot you, and then when they run, because there's no other idea anymore. There's no other
idea. Yes.
They don't have any other idea to say, okay, how can we then break these people? Once they try to bribe you, gaslight you, blackmail you, then shoot you. If you breach all of that, it's over. It is over. And that's what I'm saying. Right now, let them look down on all of these things. Ignore all these signs. It is a good advantage. We shall see, Baba.
It is very good advice. So that's the thank you. I really appreciate this good work, because at least many people are you are delivering people from the shackles of ignorance.
Bless you.
You know, we have this weaponized poverty, weaponized ignorance, and then this weaponized religiosity. Now you've been, at least this religiosity thing, people are now saying, so this thing is no brainer. We can extricate ourselves from the shackles of all these corrupt religious leaders,
governance, and still worship God. It's not wrong.
Yeah, and still worship God. It's not wrong. We can tackle bad governance and still worship God.
Because you are worshiping God, you must also worship man. That is wrong.
Yes. So it will get to a time whereby all these our corrupt leaders and these corrupt politicians will not be afforded that front seat.
No.
People will stone them, people will shout at them and say, no, you are the one destroying Nigeria.